watching Carolina and Company Live. With your host, Cecil Chandler. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Monday. I sure hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. Now, today I had some other things I had to do, so I took another day off. But we're going to show you the best of some of the shows we've done over the last couple of weeks. Check this out. You're going to enjoy it right after we check the weather. And welcome back. All right, now coming to Myrtle Beach in February, it's the robotic competition. Now, this is pretty cool. All these people make all these little robotic, and they just do all kind of crazy stuff. And it's pretty exciting, and you got to be kind of a smart person to do this. Mark's here with us from the city with us now. Mark, tell me a little bit about the robotic competition.
This is an international competition. It's high school students, so very bright high school students. This past weekend, they received their kit of parts, and it's called Stronghold this year, and then they've got 6 weeks to build a robot to accomplish the challenges in the event. So it's a very fast-paced activity. The Myrtle Beach Regional, the Palmetto Regional, is the largest in the world. It's also going to be the first one in the world this year. So it'll stream live on NASA TV. You'll have a chance to watch it on NASA TV. And the 4,000 teams of high school students around the country are going to be watching Myrtle Beach that weekend in February. So It's a lot of fun.
So it runs February 25th through the 27th.
Correct.
And it's all going to be televised where everybody can see it.
It really is, but it's also free. It's over the convention center. If you'd like to come watch it yourself, you can come see these bright high school students in person. It's very lively. They decorate themselves and their robots, and they cheer and shout and dance, and it's a lot of fun. It's one of the most fun things I do.
All right, when you say free, I got to ask you this. Does that mean free parking too?
No, that's a good question. Sometimes it's been free and sometimes not. I don't know what we're doing this year for the robotics event.
All right, I've got to ask you now. This competition is, there's people from all over. Like, are they from other countries or what?
There are. In the Palmetto Regional, we'll have 66 teams. All of the Horry County schools will participate. But then we've got teams from Canada and I think Brazil here. And then up and down the East Coast. Usually there are about 12 other states represented in the Palmetto Regional.
That's pretty amazing. Some of these things these kids, high school kids, put together.
They do. And none of the robots is the same because they're all building a robot independently to do the challenge in each one. So you'll have 66 different looking robots in a very fast-paced 2-day competition. I think of it as NASCAR meets Big Bang Theory, if that ever so.
I like that. I like that. But they received a kit, and they have to build from that kit they
Correct.
received.
And we're not talking about a little bitty robot. This is, a big thing. I think the maximum it can weigh is 150 pounds probably.
Wow.
But it's a big robot. And as part of Stronghold this year, even there's some audience participation in it too, but they'll need to storm castles and moats and things like that. So it's a great game. They have to climb towers as part of it too.
All right, that's coming up February 25th. We're going to have you back on the show to talk some more about it before then. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, the Horry County Literacy Council is having a murder mystery show. Now, this is going to be held at the Sea Mist Resort in Myrtle Beach on January 30th, and I think I'm going to be there. That's right, Lorraine told me I was going to be there. But we've also got some of our news people that will be taking part in this murder mystery.
Absolutely. This is our big fundraiser of the year for the Horry County Literacy Council and WPDE 10th annual, and you guys have been with us all the way along the way. So we've got what we call an interactive theatrical murder mystery this year. A little bit different than we've done it in the past. And, of course, we've got Tim McGinnis, we've got Allison Floyd, Amanda.
Amanda's all right. That's good.
Kimberly Britt, and a host of other people. We're actually hopefully going to have, I'm crossing my fingers now, going to have maybe some local dignitaries, maybe some politicians that might participate with us this year. So we're really, really excited.
All right, now when you say audience participation, now what are they going to be doing? Hollering and screaming at everybody?
Well, we hope they're hollering and screaming. We're hoping that they're participating as trying to figure out who done it. But there may be some opportunities for some people that are in the audience at various tables to maybe have a little part in it too. So maybe they're going to be giving clues and leading people along so they can figure out who's going to win. We also are, we'll have a silent auction. We'll have what we call a grab bag auction. People buy tickets, they put them in a bag, you pick your ticket out, and maybe you win a prize. So
I like that.
There you go.
I like that. Now, this is open. Y'all can handle how many people for this? I mean, that's a pretty big place to see
so
this.
it is a big place,
Yeah.
but, you know, space constraints. We're going to have a, you know, a full buffet. We'll have a cash bar there as well. So there are some space constraints, so I'm going to urge everybody to buy their tickets now. We're going to be selling 200 tickets.
Okay.
And we've got quite a few of them sold now. It's not till the 30th of this month. Probably have to cut tickets off around Wednesday before. But anyway, yeah, 200 tickets is what we have for sale. So if you want a ticket, if you want to join us, please do. We would love to have everybody
All right,
there.
where can they go to find out about more information?
Okay, go to our website, which is horrycountyliteracy.org. You can purchase tickets there through PayPal. You can call our office, and you can mail them at 3101 Oak Street, Myrtle Beach, 29577. Or you can come in and just buy a ticket from us, and we can do it there.
All right, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's coming up on, let's see, January 30th?
January 30th, which is a Saturday.
That's right.
Yep.
I will be
and
there.
He's going to be there.
And
Yes,
I'll
he
be
is.
there. And everybody else from the newsroom is going to be there, too, in the Murder Mystery. It's going to be exciting, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. Check it out, Literacy Council, Horry County Literacy Council.org.
HorryCountyLiteracyCouncil.org, yes. That's where you can buy your tickets. PayPal.
Thanks a lot.
Secure.
Thanks a lot, Lorraine. All right, coming up, we're going to talk about some wood carving, and you're not going to believe some of the stuff we're going to show you. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Wednesday, and you know, I love radio. I started radio back in 1968, moved on to television, but there are a lot of guys that stay in radio all their lives, and I'm talking about the Wyndham Boys right here from Wyndham's Crossroads in up near Lamar, South Carolina. Now, y'all started in radio a long time ago. In fact, I worked with Woody back in '71 at WCOS before he fired me. We'll talk more about that. now you guys are doing internet radio. I mean, tell me a little bit about that, Leo.
We are. We actually have two different internet radio stations. Yeah. One of them is Crossroads Radio, and then Woody has his own iWoody Radio. And we're getting ready to get back together. We're putting the band back together, man.
Wyndham Brothers.
Yeah, you know, we did that show a long time.
We're both going to be on at the same time every morning.
Every morning?
On both radio stations.
Wow, y'all going to get up early?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you can record this on the internet.
No,
y'all going to do live.
It'll be live.
It'll be live. You can call in, be on the show.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. Now, y'all did the show down in, let's see, Charleston. You were in Columbia for a while. I mean, where all have y'all been with the Wyndham?
Well, of course, Woody was at WCOS, and he hired me when I was in college. And then we were on WCOS FM. Then we went to Charleston and opened a radio station called The Breeze, Beach Boogie and Blues. You know, so
I remember that.
We've been around the block a time or two.
If we went through the whole history, you wouldn't have time for this show.
That's right.
I know it. Well, what's so great about it, I worked at COS. I was doing the night show, and Woody would come on in the mornings after me, but he fired me. I mean, it's not unusual to get fired in radio. How many times have you been fired in radio, Woody?
Every station I ever worked for.
I mean, that just happens, doesn't it, Leo?
That's true. That's really true.
Especially if you're making money.
Yeah, well, I wasn't making any money. I was just doing part-time right then. But, you know, here's something that gets me. Nowadays, you don't have to have a third-class license to do radio, do you?
No, you don't. You don't.
You don't have to go take that test.
I still got one.
I got one.
I have one.
And my friend, you know, Hunter Herring in Columbia, we were going to school together. It took him 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
3 times to pass that.
He worked for 3 years without one.
I know it, Element 9. I know it. He didn't pass Element 9. But this is so cool, though, doing it. Now, what kind of music are you playing on yours?
Beach Boogie and Blues.
Wow,
And then Woody has a nightclub called The Woody, believe it or not.
Up in Columbia. And we play everything that's hip and new. And exciting.
You play the new stuff.
We play Iggy Azalea. Yeah.
I really can't get into that, Woody. I'm sorry. I mean, my wife said I'm still in the 50s and 60s.
The only thing you know about Iggy is pop, right?
Yeah. But I can't get into all that.
So the unique thing about it is we have 2 different internet radio stations, and then we're going to get together and do the Wyndham Brothers show, which will probably be a lot of talk. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can stop him and we can play a song.
Can you? Once in a while?
Yeah, every now and then.
All right, so you got one of them right there.
I just saw myself on television. You know, you're 75 years old. You cut your own hair.
Yeah, I know it. Yours looks good, though. He did a lot on that.
Hold on a second. When you're 65, it's gone.
You can catch these guys on the radio, on the internet. Check them out. If you need to know more about them, you get in touch with me, because I promise you'll enjoy listening to them. I listen to Leo sometimes at night when I'm just playing with the internet.
Yeah, you do.
We used to do this all the time. Hi, this is Woody.
And this is Leo.
The Wyndham Brothers.
That's it. All right. There we go. WCOS, one of the old microphones there. You're out front of the station.
Man, we were young.
Oh, young guys. All right. Thank you so much for being here, guys. We got a lot more coming up. You stay with us. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend because we are back with some more stuff to talk about on Carolina and Company Live. All right, the Waterway Wood Carvers has a show going on right now at Horry Georgetown Technical College until the end of March. Now, this features all kinds of wood carvings by winter friends and locals, and guess what? It's all free. That is what is so amazing. And these guys can do some unbelievable work. Richard and Frank with me. Richard, how you doing, buddy?
I'm not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right. When you say friends, that's the people that move from the north, come down north and play with us.
Yeah, we have quite a few visitors that visit us for a couple months in winter.
All right. Now, this is taking place over at Horry Georgetown Tech. Now, we're talking about some very amazing carvings.
Yes, yes. We have some of the best in the world that live down here now. And we have quite a few of our visitors that are extra good.
All right, that's what's so amazing. And Frank, let's see, we can show some. We got some video. There's some we have up there now. There's one with a dolphin on the right side, right, Frank? Can you see it? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Sailfish.
Tell me a little bit. Okay. Tell me a little bit about the sailfish.
Well, that's Richie Sailfish.
He did that.
Yes. Okay.
All right. The next one with the bird and the flower.
That's a scissor-tailed flycatcher that I did.
You did that?
I did that.
I mean, y'all do such amazing work on these things. It's just amazing.
Well, the bird is all wood. The flowers are copper.
Oh. All right. Well, what's the next one? Right, the next one there.
That's Richie's also. The puffins are puffin.
What is that called, Richard?
Puffins.
Okay.
And puffins fight over their nest.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to see the detail is so amazing, and all that's made out of wood, right?
Well, everything's out of wood.
I'm telling you, it is very detailed, and when you look at it, you really think they're real because it's so detailed. I mean, y'all have to do a lot. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been carving?
95.
Since 95?
Right.
All right.
The group down here, we started in 05.
Yeah.
And Frank just started another group up in North Myrtle Beach last year.
All right. Now, where do yours meet at? People like to join. Tell them where they can come get in.
Come any Tuesday, AC Moore, 9 to 12. It's free.
At AC Moore, okay.
At AC Moore.
All right.
Now, Frank.
Where's yours, Frank?
Mine's at the Hobby Lobby in North Myrtle Beach, in the new mall there. And it's also free, 9 to 12 on Thursday morning.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now it's free to anybody, and anybody can come. You know, Rich has a statement. If you can peel a potato, you can carve.
Is that right? I can peel a potato.
So we haven't missed too many, have we?
No, we haven't.
Two women start about 3 weeks ago.
Really?
You know, and I lent them a couple of knives because when you start, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So I lent them a couple of knives, and they've been back every week, and they're loving it.
So you just get a piece of wood and just start whatever you want to make.
We'll give them a piece of wood. We'll start them out. Like I start people out with a boot.
Oh, what's the first thing you ever made, Frank?
First thing I ever made was a canvas back duck.
All right. How did that turn out? Pretty good?
Well, compared to now, that was 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It was just a plain canvas back duck. But now I've done everything from that to wood ducks.
All right. Now, Frank, what was your first? Richard, what was your first one?
I think a spoon.
A spoon?
A spoon.
That's where you could eat, wasn't it?
Sure. Now, we have a lady that carves with us.
Yeah.
And she's real good. And she just did possums that we have over in the show with 3 little kids with them.
Wow.
And she is really a good artist.
All right. Now, how many pieces do you have over at the show? Do you know what
We're pushing close to 70.
70 different. God, that is amazing. Mm-hmm. So if you want to see something that is unbelievable, you really got to go over there and do it. And you say, if I can carve a potato, I can do that?
Sure.
I don't believe it, Richard. I really don't believe it. I don't think I'm that good. But it takes a little while to catch on to it because I had something you gave me last year, and you just told me that you were giving me, which one is it?
The sailfish.
The sailfish. Well, that is amazing. I tell you, I have them on my desk right now, and people ask me all the time when they come in, where'd you get that? I tell them, I said, I carved it.
So you exaggerate a little,
I'll
right?
exaggerate a little bit. Thank you, guys. All right, it's going on. Tell them where again, Richard.
Horry Georgetown, up on the library this year, and that's on 501.
And it goes from now until?
End of March.
End of March. All right. Well, we hope everybody's going to go out and see it, because if you go and join these guys to get into the wood carving too, because that is pretty amazing to watch these guys do it. I did a story, God, about 10 years ago, maybe or longer.
Yeah, we've been here about 6 years.
Yeah, see, I did it a long time ago when y'all were doing it. It's pretty neat.
Well, you did down at the old AC.
And the old one. I did the old one. That's been a long time ago. All right, we got more coming up. We'll be right back. Check this out. And that's just a recap of some of the things we've done over the last couple of weeks. We want you to continue to watch Carolina and Company Live. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be right back here in the studio. Until then, have a great day, everybody.